best thing you can do is pay attention. Like, if I wasn't paying attention, I wouldn't have seen Pikachu riding a sport bike. Hey y'all, it's Lucky Aces. Out on an absolutely beautiful Sunday. It's in the 70s, which is nice, and right lane must turn right. Oh, that's the lane, never mind. Thought it was this one. I've been through here a bunch of times. I've had Chinese food at that freaking place around, you know, right over my right shoulder. I don't know. So something that took me the longest to get used to is actually riding in traffic. Because believe it or not, every single one of these cars out here wants to kill you. They're bloodthirsty murder machines. No, they're not. They're really not. The people inside them aren't either. I mean, for the most part, people are decent drivers. I mean, they're not great. Everybody makes mistakes. And that's one thing, you know, that lady's on her phone sitting in the turn lane, not even paying attention. Everyone except that lady is a good driver. For the most part. And riding a motorcycle, you have to realize, you know, you're exposed. You're not the big fish in this pond. You're a little goldfish, a little guppy. So the one advantage you can have over cars, or cagers, call them what you will, is that typically any motorcycle can out-accelerate, out-maneuver, and out-brake the majority of the vehicles on the road. Now, am I going to line up this Honda Shadow 750 up against like what's the new Corvette up to? I don't even know what it is. Am I going to line this up against the brand new Corvette, start revving at a stoplight? No, because I'm going to get smoked. But your basic family vehicles, you shouldn't have a problem. And I came this way because I figured there'd be more traffic. But it is Sunday after all, so that's a fail on me, guys. My bad. Alright, so now we're getting into some traffic. So you gotta be a little more vigilant, I think, than if you're just, like, say, cruising on the back roads. You still have to worry about people pulling out from the right side, left side, whatever. So, for instance, if this lane here slows down, the one to my left is wide open, and people are gonna want that lane. The best thing I can tell you to do is learn to read traffic. Like that Grand Prix. I had no idea that they were going to shoot lanes without signaling. Or change lanes, I mean. Excuse me. I think I said shoot lanes. That don't make sense. Unless you're cutting across like dozens of them. That don't make sense unless you're cutting across a bunch of them. My goodness, learn to talk, man. Throat's a little dry. I always keep water on the bike. I don't like riding with a camelback or anything like that. I just don't like having anything on my back. But here's a perfect example. See, if the right lane's going to end, or if somebody wants to make this left up here on, what is this, Tryon Road, you need to be aware. Pay attention. Hopefully they're using their signals. But not everybody does. See, I didn't expect the freaking Hyundai to do that. Best thing you can do is pay attention. Like, if I wasn't paying attention, I wouldn't have seen Pikachu riding a sport bike. So again, for instance, I don't know what that F-150 is going to do. I've already seen him change lanes without signaling, so I know that guy I need to pay attention to. He's going to do some unpredictable stuff. The other thing, like I'm doing here, that's also important, is making sure you have an escape path. Like, for instance, if this Beamer behind me didn't slow down in time, there's a little space between this Mercedes and this Toyota, and all we got to do is just accelerate slightly to get out of the way. It's not necessarily going to be on the right, not necessarily going to be on the left. It just all depends on the current road conditions and where you're at. So you want to give yourself a little bit of extra room that you normally would, say in a car, between the vehicle in front of you. Is because I can't really see past the vehicle, and then they move and ruin my point. Well, what I was going to say is, we don't know what's in the road in front of them. Now, I usually like to do lane position 1 when I can. That kind of allows me to see past the vehicle a little bit. There's a good chance you might miss something on the road. There may be a break of, I don't know, box mattress, 2x4, break a little bit of pipe, toolbox, the hard hat, buffalo, grand piano, whatever. that you don't want to hit on a motorcycle. Maybe no big deal for a car, but on a motorcycle, that's going to throw you off. See, I did not. Luckily, the taxi behind me freaking stopped in time. See, I did not properly set myself up for an escape path. I should have been lane position 3, but I wasn't. I always recommend riding in gear too. I always wear a jacket, gloves, helmet. I have riding pants. They're just way too warm in the summertime, so I'm just wearing regular jeans and kind of my regular boots. Then not only picking the right gear, picking the right color gear is important in my opinion. I mean, yeah, it's super awesome having a jacket and stuff that matches your bike, helmet matches your bike. But say if your bike's black, it means your jacket's black, your helmet's black, you're not as visible. Now, I don't go for the safety yellow highlighter look. You know, my helmet's white. This jacket, I think, is actually, I don't know, I think they called it white, but it's actually more of a silver. If you have to match your gear, then yeah, definitely go for it. Just make sure you get good gear. I'm still rocking my beginner stuff. I've been meaning to upgrade, I just haven't done it yet. So now we're getting into some heavier traffic. And again, I'm no expert by any means, and I would not be riding down here a year ago. I'd be staying far, far away from this place, which I usually avoid downtown anyway, because like for instance, now this bus stopped, those people may have wandered over. Hopefully, you know, instances like that, hopefully they see you when they don't. Thankfully they didn't. You know, I don't like coming downtown anyway, really. It's really busy. There's a lot of one-way streets. My anxiety just goes through the freaking roof. Which I mean, I'm not saying it isn't right now. I'm just saying it would have been more so a year ago. Always, I like to check my mirrors as much as I can. Make sure you have decent mirrors, make sure they're angled right. Pay attention to traffic. You'll learn to read cars, man. I mean, when you're stopped at intersections, you know, look at everybody's tires. Is anybody, you know, is their wheel turned? Do they act like they want to move over? And if you see somebody doing something crazy, you know, pull over, let them pass. If they want to do something dumb, let them do it in front of you. One thing I have noticed, though, riding around, is once people see you, for the most part, it seems like they give you a little more room. You know, I've kind of noticed people giving me more space in the back, or not, you know, right up my butt. Especially when, you know, you've been traveling or riding around and you have the same person behind you. There's a decent chance, okay, they've seen you, they know you're there, they're aware of your presence. You know, I'm thinking that's just, I don't know, safer or better or something. I don't know. I'm not an expert, I'm just some guy with a motorcycle. The big thing, guys, is be aware and be prepared. You know, use your brain. Just pay attention. That's 99% of it. And remember, every car is out to kill you. And they can. This ain't no joke. I mean, this is fun and all, but just be safe, everybody. So that's kind of my thoughts on riding in traffic. Just be safe, guys. Pay attention. Use your brain. And remember, these cars want to kill you. They're bloodthirsty, motorcycle-eating machines. Well, not really. But people make mistakes, and keep that in mind too when you're riding around, guys. I mean, if someone pulls out in front of you, there's a decent chance they didn't do it on purpose. They may not have seen you. So really, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every view, every subscriber. If you think I did a good job, you know, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and let me know. If I suck, tell me I suck. Criticism's criticism. You know, if there's something I can do to make these videos better, I'm still working on the audio thing. I really hope this came out okay. And if it didn't, we'll try something different next time. So really, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you again next Sunday. See you later.